about sports for me and you. Roope and Rumsey is their names. Chat about things from the latest game. Roope and Rumsey, oh Roope and Rumsey. It's time for Roope and Rumsey.
The boys. All right. Well, welcome to another edition of the R&R Show. Sit back and relax and enjoy the best little sports show ever. I'm your host, Michael Roope, and this is my co-host, William Rumsey. Hello, William.
Howdy.
All right. Well, today's segment will be the top 6 at 6. Again, we will be going. We'll review last week's. We'll get excited.
That was my top man. That was my top man.
Again, this is we picked 6 games against the spread. We'll always do the Thursday night game. We'll always do a Sunday night game, a Monday night game, and always the Bengals game. But this week, the Bengals happen to fall on Thursday night, so that's a little extra juice for another game in there somewhere. So, getting back to last week's,
those that do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
Yes. Well, I will say this: it was not a good week for Uncle Donnie here. I was 1-4-1, so we had one push. That was the Bengals game.
You won one?
We last night the Titans. We both did.
Was that a push or was that a win?
That was a win. We was only given one.
Oh, I thought it was 2.
No, it was 1. So yeah. So you ended up being 3-2-1. So you actually had a winning record.
Man.
So I am now.
We're shaving your head, right?
No, that's for the month.
Oh.
For the year.
It was weekly.
No. So, gosh. Well, wow. What was we doing for the second week?
Who knows?
But anyway, so I'm 2 games behind you as we speak.
Okay.
So that's I got a little bit.
That's kind of a continuation of our Pick'em League last year, where I just ran roughshod over
I don't
everybody.
know about that. I
Oh,
don't know. Okay. I don't know about that. But, okay, so going back, so what we got for this week here, real quick, just the 2 games that you lost, William. It looks like that was the Patriots-Dolphins. We each had the Dolphins. It looks like you also lost the Rams-Cowboys. We lost that by half a point for being a push.
Yeah.
But you were right, and I was wrong on the Chiefs-Houston. The Saints-Bucks, you were right. And then...
So essentially, you were the Steven Gostkowski of last week's picks.
Yes, I was. But I redeemed myself with the last game, and he did with the last kick.
Right.
So, but anyway,
did you like that?
Oh, I did. Yeah. So I built some momentum going into this week.
I just now thought of that.
Well, listen, this week's slate. What we're going to do. The first game we got on the docket, of course, is our beloved Bengals.
Oh, man.
Getting 6 points against the Browns. What do you think, William?
I think short week, that's actually going to benefit the Bengals more, I believe, than the Browns. So I'm going to take the Bengals. I think all the, Andy Dalton, under the lights BS is gone. I think Burrow had the eye of the tiger. Browns have some issues. They have some kicker issues. They've got a new coach. I just don't think they know what they want to be yet. Hunt and Chubb split carries, so I'm picking the Bengals. I haven't thought too much if they're going to win outright, but I do think that they will cover.
This is a tough one. I mean, this is real tough for me. Obviously, I want the Bengals to win, so I'm going to hedge my bet, so I'm a winner either way.
Okay.
If the Bengals win, I'm happy, but I think the Browns win and cover.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I do. I think Myles Garrett's going to have a field day.
Okay.
I personally do. I just think they don't have an answer for Myles Garrett, and I think Baker. I think they're gonna score a lot of points too. I do. I don't know. I don't think this sets up good for some reason. I've got a bad feeling. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm happy. But if I'm right, I at least get a win against you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I think Geno Atkins is probably still going to be out. Sean Williams, and then Sam Hubbard was limited yesterday in practice. So I don't know. The Browns. I just feel like they're a mess. They're coming off a big beat down. I just don't think they've got enough time to recover. Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals. I'm just saying them to cover.
Put it on the board.
Yeah.
All right. Game number 2 in our docket here. We've got the Patriots getting 4 points against the Seahawks. Who do you like in this one?
So it's a rematch of one of the best Super Bowls ever.
Yes.
New England goes into Seattle, both coming off pretty good wins. I still think they're trying to incorporate Cam into that offense. I mean, he had a good week last week, but Russell Wilson's obviously firing on all cylinders. But the Atlanta defense is just—it's
garbage.
So what I see happening is Cam tries to overcompensate for the lack of weapons, makes some mistakes, and I think that the Seahawks win and cover.
I'm different than you.
Man.
Oh, wow. I mean, either you're going to take a sizable lead on me or something.
Oh.
I like the Patriots, and the reason I like the Patriots is it's not offense, it's defense. That defense will always keep them in the game. Belichick knows how to manage a game. He's going to make sure that he shortens the game to make it basically a slugfest. I just see that the Patriots keep it close. Will the Seahawks win? They may, but I just don't see them winning more than a field goal.
Okay.
So that was my rationale between that. So we will put this on the board as we're already.
Yes.
Already.
This is good stuff.
All right. Atlanta and Dallas. Atlanta's getting 5 against the Cowboys. Who do you like in this one, buddy?
So touch briefly on Atlanta's defense. They were just same story, different year.
Yep.
That made the offense have to pass a lot. They were playing catch up. Todd Gurley wasn't really involved in the game. But is your boy Colin Cowherd brought up this week? Is Dak good?
I don't think Colin likes Dak.
He does not. He does not.
Well, I think he's average, but I think the skill people that he's got around him are elite.
Yep.
So,
but I'm going to take Atlanta.
Wow, we're different on this one too. Wow. All right, so Did
we talk about is a 5-point spread?
It's a 5. I've got the Cowboys, and just for the simple fact, Atlanta's offense, they can put up some points. But that defense, I think Dak gets the Cowboys humming. I think they're going to put up a ton of points. And I think Dallas's line will make enough plays. Obviously Van Der Esch is out for the year, and also Jarwin. But I just think the Cowboys right the ship. I just like them. So I've got...
All 3 were going different.
Yes, and we've got... All right. So I think we might probably steer towards the same here down the stretch, but we'll see. We've got who you got on Baltimore, Houston. Houston getting 6.5 against the Ravens.
Baltimore. I can't.
Baltimore's humming. I can't. After watching Houston just. Yeah,
getting rid of Hopkins and him trying to incorporate Brandon Cooks and Will Fuller. Cooks is actually banged up, so I don't know if he's going to play.
I don't think it's close. I think they run roughshod over him.
Yeah. I didn't even hesitate. The other games prior to this, I had to think a little bit. This one, I saw this one, I was just like Baltimore all the way.
I can't even believe it's only 6.5.
Lamar Jackson's at the height of his game. I think J.K. Dobbins is probably going to take over that full-time role. So they're just hung. I can't. Yeah.
I agree. With all this, basically, I think Houston's just a mess right now. I think he's going to try to overcompensate, and I think Baltimore knows that he's going to want to try to get David Johnson to look good. Now he did look good the first game, but I think he's going to want
the
to
first half. I don't think he really did much in the second half, did he?
Well, they were so far behind. But here's the thing, and I think he's going to want to try to vindicate his trade and I think he's going to end up burning himself. I just Baltimore all day.
Oh, there we go.
So next game we've got on the docket, we've got the Chiefs and the Ferrari
Oh man.
against the Chargers. That just came off freshly off a victory against our beloved Bengals.
I didn't think too much about this one either. I just went with Kansas City.
I did
think
too.
they're just humming based on last week's performance.
I don't. See
the only
San
thing
Diego scoring.
Yeah, I mean, again, going back to your boy Colin Coward, he was talking about how the Chargers have 3 really good cornerbacks. So the way they match up with, and Bosa is, he's all world. So if he can get after Mahomes, maybe. But with Tyrod Taylor, he's been in the league, what, 8 years?
Yeah, and he's never done. And where did he come from?
He's a game manager. At the end of the day, he's a game manager, and game managers aren't going to beat Mahomes.
No, not at all. So, and I agree. Just it's pretty basic Chiefs role. Last game on the docket, we've got the Saints against the Raiders. The Raiders getting 5.5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just can't pick the Raiders.
Yeah, me neither. So I thought we'd be.
The Raiders just gave up 30 points to Teddy Bridgewater and the Panthers. The only thing I can say, Breeze didn't really have a lights out performance last week.
And I think that's
Michael Thomas is banged up a little bit, so there isn't.
I think it's
outside of
last year. I just think he's starting to lose his arm strength. He isn't, and I think he knows it. That's why he's doing it year to year.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think this will be the writing on the wall for him.
And I think that Gruden and the Raiders love Josh Jacobs. I think they'll ride him. I mean, he played well, balled out last week. So, but I just another wrinkle is they're opening that new Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. But without the fans, how big of an impact is that going to have? Long story short, Saints.
Yep, me too. Pretty much by basically everything that you just said. So we got 3 the same, 3 different. So we will see where this week we end up at. So it should be a lot of fun.
I know where I'm going to end up at.
Let's say I'm predicting a 6-0 this week. So,
okay.
So we'll see. So,
and do we want to tell the folks at home to make their picks?
Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah. Again, follow along at the home. Yeah. See who if you could beat the so-called experts.
Are we experts now?
Well, I suspect you could have beat me last week. But
Steven Gostkowski.
Yeah. Woo. But, follow along. Let us know where we're right, where we're wrong. And, again, we will roll these out every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So it's our top...
Thursday at 6.
Did we change it?
We're going to get... Well, I think it's good to roll it out right before the Thursday night game.
You want to roll before the Thursday?
Yeah.
Top 6 at 6 on Thursday at 4. I don't know.
4?
You want to do it Thursday at 6.
Thursday at 6. Oh, man, that's good.
All right, so we'll do our...
Or what do you think?
No, that's fine. We can do Thursday. Thursday's perfect.
Good deal.
So we'll drop this on Thursdays. So it'll be the top 6 at 6 every Thursday.
Yes.
So get you geared up for the Bengals game. See you guys next time. Thanks.